Hey, what's up? My name is Mendel, and together with Guitar World, we're going to talk about my Legend of Zelda custom Carillion guitar. So this is without a doubt easily one of my all-time favorite guitars. So let's first talk about the story of the guitar. As probably most of you guys are, I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. I grew up with the first Nintendo games, then the Super Nintendo games, and then one of my favorite games of all time, I would say my favorite game of all time, is Ocarina of Time, which was the Legend of Zelda game on the Nintendo 64, some of you may know. Just thinking about that game gives me joy. So thus came the idea to bring the Legend of Zelda theme, especially the Ocarina of Time one, to a guitar. So the guy who built this is called Chris Delia from Carillion Guitars. And we talked about months, seriously months, how to implement the Zelda theme to a guitar. Like what inlay would it have, what color would it be, etc, etc. So I think it would be honest to start first with the inlay. So after months of discussion and talking back and forth about ideas, I came to the conclusion to implement temple symbols of Ocarina of Time, so the water temple, fire temple, etc, etc, into the fretboard. So the first main idea was to just have the symbols. But when I told Chris about the idea, he said like, okay, give me a few weeks. And then he came with this awesome, like, I would say modern vein of life with a hint of a Twilight Princess, the GameCube Zelda game. Twilight Princess veins connecting the temple symbols of Ocarina of Time. And as soon as he sent that, I was floored. I was like, that's it. That's the thing that needs to be on the fretboard. And basically fretboard wise, the rest was history. Of course, on the 12th fret, there's the Triforce. As you Zelda fans would probably know, Triforce is basically the centerpiece of every Zelda game. And I can honestly say, as soon as it arrived, I was stunned, like for an hour at least. So let's talk about the wood. So basically, this guitar has my favorite wood combination of all time, and will probably be in all of my future guitars, which is a mahogany body, a quilted, or in this case, burl maple top, roasted maple fretboard. I really prefer roasted maple over regular maple because of the color, and also because of the wood has been crystallized because of the baking process. It's much harder, which I really enjoy. And the thing that's on all my guitars, ebony fretboard. And like we talked about earlier, it has the Zelda inlay on the fretboard. And as you can see on the back and neck, it's a 9-piece neck, which is phenomenal. So on this guitar, originally, I had the Fishman Modern Fluence pickups. I love those pickups to death. They sound amazing, they don't sound compressed, but I wanted to have more options. So that's the reason I chose for the Devin Townsend pickups, which have like an active mode and a more like a Telecaster mode, like Strat. Basically all the tonal options I need on one guitar. It has a hip shot trim, and on the back it has the Fishman Fluence battery pack to charge my batteries via USB. So basically these Fishman Fluence pickups are basically the main car giving me like all these tonal options. So now I'm in active mode and playing through a Mesa Lone Star profile. But when I turn down the gain a bit, activate the Telecaster mode, it becomes like really warm and creamy when I put it in the middle. And I can even get like more low gain. Like has that single coily vibe. And when I want to go back to metal, so this guitar can be heard on my new album, Neo Oblivion, which is out now on Bandcamp and all streaming platforms. My name is Mendel, and see you next time. Cheers.